Hi, nice to meet you. This is Michelle, right?
Hi?
Sorry to contact you out of the blue. I'm Jennifer. I work in the same department as Robert.
Oh, one of Rob's colleagues? Hi, nice to meet you too. Thanks for always being there for him. He loves working there.
Would you mind not acting as if you're already his wife, please? It makes this very uncomfortable.
What do you mean, uncomfortable?
I know you've got your heart set on marrying Robert, but hate to break it to you, he's decided to marry me.
You said you were at the same company as Robert, right?
That's right. I work under him in the same department. We've been close colleagues for, it must be 6 years now. But we've actually been an item since last year.
What? I don't think that's right. What do you mean?
Yes, that's why I'm texting you today. I have a little favor to ask you, Michelle.
Yeah? What's the favor?
I'd like you to end things with Robert and promise to never see him again.
Oh, yes, certainly. No problem at all. Is that how you imagine this going? What gives you the right to demand such a thing? You make a move on someone's guy and have the nerve to ask them to break up with him? Is there something wrong with you? Stop joking around, will you?
Oh, this is no joke. I'm deadly serious. Robert and I are together now. He's in love with me.
Hang on a sec. Rob and I are getting married this weekend. If you're as close to him as you say, you'd surely know that, right?
Yes, of course I know. So I'm taking your place at the altar. I have Robert's full agreement. He's 100% on board. At first, he was saying that after you guys got married, we'd have to go back to just being colleagues, but that all changed yesterday when I found out I was pregnant.
Pregnant?
That's right. And of course, it's Robert's. I was sure he'd tell me to end the pregnancy. I wasn't expecting anything from him, but he really took it seriously. Right there on the spot, he decided to take responsibility and marry me. I was so impressed. He'll make a great husband and father, don't you think?
This is unbelievable.
Oh, I can't wait to settle down. Can't you just imagine our happy little family? So, that's it for you and Robert. Okay, Michelle?
Hang on. This is too much to take in all at once. My head is spinning. You work with Robert and he started cheating on me with you. And now you're pregnant with his child? Is that it?
Exactly. He's mine now and soon we'll be happily married.
That's all very well for you to say, but it's not that simple. We are supposed to be getting married this weekend. It's only 3 days away.
Oh, you must be worried about the venue. There's nothing to worry about there. Robert has already told them there will be a change of bride. It's already taken care of.
What the?
Yep, he called them this morning. He made all the necessary arrangements. Robert's going to explain everything to the guests, too. So you really don't have to do anything. We'll take care of it all. All you have to do is let me take your place.
How is this happening? It's 3 days till the wedding.
I really do pity you, Michelle. But think of it as fate. It was meant to be. And don't worry about Robert. I'll take good care of him. And the baby!
Michelle, I've just heard from Robert. What on earth is going on? You aren't going ahead with the wedding? And who is this Jennifer woman? I haven't really wrapped my head around it either yet. All I know is that Robert started cheating on me with a woman he works with. What? My Robbie? How could he? Yeah, apparently. I still haven't actually talked to him yet, but according to the other woman, there's already a baby. A baby? What does that mean? From a previous relationship? No. According to her, she found out the other day that she's pregnant. Pregnant? Well done, Robert! What the? You're happy about this? Michelle, he's going to be a father! It's time to take responsibility for it. It's a little unfair to you, but you've got to step aside. Really, Paula? I'm going to be a grandmother! Oh, I can't wait! I wonder if it's going to be a boy or a girl. Hang on a moment. We are 3 days out from the wedding, and your son has just been exposed as a cheater. He betrayed his fiancée, and you're okay with that? Yeah, well, cheating is never good, but yes, of course I'll give him a stern talking to. But you can't put any of the blame on the baby, right? Oh, I've always wanted a grandchild. Of course I don't blame the baby, but it certainly doesn't absolve Robert. Well, you said yourself that even after getting married, you were going to work on your career and didn't want to have children anytime soon, right? Maybe I did say that, but that didn't mean never. I was devastated when I heard that. I always dreamed of being a cool grandmother. I thought I'd probably die waiting. I must say it was careless of Robert, that's true, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy. So you're okay with this, Paula? Some woman swoops in and takes a man from his bride 3 days before the wedding? You're fine with your son marrying such a woman. If this woman is going to give me a grandchild, then I don't have any problem at all welcoming her into our family. Besides, I can't really complain. Robert takes really good care of us. Why, just the other day he paid for us to spend a weekend at a spa. He also insisted on paying for the renovations to our conservatory. He's more than we could hope for. And now he's going to give me a grandchild. Wait a minute. I didn't hear anything about a spa trip or renovations. You didn't? Oh, they weren't cheap. I would have thought you two had discussed it. No, I didn't hear a word about it. Oh, well maybe he talked to the new girl about it then. The new girl? Aren't you being a little too accepting of this? Michelle, I do feel sorry for you, but we only have a few days until the wedding. You'll have to just step aside so the new girl can step in. But Michelle, thank you so much for all the time you've spent with Robert. We really appreciate it.
What a day! The ceremony was perfect and everyone had such a great time!
Oh, how wonderful. There must have been a lot of people who were able to simply forget what a cheating homewrecker you are.
Hey! Can you not talk like that? Don't ruin my big day!
Well, then don't text me. Weren't you the one who told me to never see Robert again? It's you who's dragging this out.
This is a special case. I'm just trying to send a little joy your way.
What now, Jennifer?
Well, you lost your fiancé right before your wedding day. I guess you must have been feeling pretty miserable today. No? I'll send you the wedding photos. That might brighten your day.
Nah, I'm okay, thanks. No need.
Oh, come on, Michelle. You must be dying to see them.
Really? I'm serious. Don't send them.
You thought today would be a disaster, didn't you?
I tried not to think about it at all.
Well, you'll be disappointed to hear it was a huge success. Everyone had an absolutely amazing time. That's what happens, I guess. When everyone heard I was pregnant, they all rushed to congratulate me. Ah, what a day!
I've got to hand it to you, Jennifer. You're really something, aren't you?
And Robert told me I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. Oh, I'm so happy. What a wonderful feeling.
It certainly sounds like you had a great day, but do you really think you can treat people as badly as you did and have it all come up roses?
Of course, why not? We tied the knot in front of a big crowd and got their blessing. It really was a fantastic ceremony, Michelle. First comes the fabulous wedding, then the baby, then the happily ever after.
Right. You think so? It's all downhill from here, I'm afraid, Jennifer.
What do you mean?
You seem to be in such high spirits. It sounds like today was a huge success. But you better prepare for revenge. I'm going to make you regret this, Jennifer. Get ready for hell on earth.
What brought this on all of a sudden? Michelle, you're scaring me.
All right, that's all from me for now. I hope you two are very happy.
This is your doing, isn't it, Michelle? Robert's been transferred to a sales position in the middle of nowhere. It's miles away.
What now, Jennifer?
I don't know how you pulled it off, but it's got your name written all over it. It's a demotion, clear and simple. Plus, the company told me I no longer have a position there at all.
Oh, really? Well, how about that?
With the baby starting to show, I was planning to quit anyway, but to be told like that, it's so different to being fired.
Oh, dear me, Jennifer. That is a bad start for the newlyweds, isn't it? Oh, dear.
How can you act like this is nothing? It must have been your doing. I remember you said to prepare for hell on earth.
Ah, yeah, that's right. But I didn't have anything to do with Robert's transfer or you losing your job. That would have been a company decision.
What did you say to my company?
Nothing at all. But it seems your antics really anger the general manager of a subcontractor. I'm guessing your company couldn't just brush it under the rug. They needed to make a show of dealing with such complaints.
What subcontractor? What are you talking about?
Oh, it wasn't me. I can assure you of that. It was all the general manager's doing. I'm just his daughter.
Oh, God.
Yep. You may have had plenty of people at your wedding to fawn over the beautiful young bride, but don't forget there were also a lot of really angry people there. That's what happens to women who play your sort of games.
Hang on a minute. Are you for real? You're the daughter of some bigwig company manager?
That's right, yes. Of course, Robert knew all this from the first day he met me. Actually, he called me this morning. He told me he was expecting some kind of backlash and was kinda relieved it was only a demotion to a job in the middle of nowhere. He even asked me to say thank you to my father for taking pity on him. It could have been way worse.
What do you mean?
Didn't Robert tell you to be ready for this kind of thing when he agreed to marry you?
Be ready? I thought he was talking about the baby and making a family.
I won't forgive what happened, but I have to hand it to him for taking all this like a man. But you're still both despicable cheats. Anyway, Jennifer, have a nice life.
Have a nice life? How the hell can we do that? He's being sent away and I've been fired!
Yeah, well, that's got nothing to do with me, has it? Michelle, would you please tell me why we are being billed for the wedding? Oh, that? My parents said they'd cover Robert's half of the wedding costs and he agreed to pay them back. I spoke to him this morning and he said he was leaving for his new position straight away and that I should send the bill to you. What does that mean? You make it sound as if he doesn't have any money. That's exactly what it means. Why else would he beg my parents to cover the costs? The plan was to split the cost of the wedding down the middle, but he's broke, so he had to swallow his pride and promise to pay my parents back. That can't be true. Trips to spas and renovations to the house? The idiot spent every last cent trying to impress you guys. By the way, why are you opening the mail addressed to Robert anyway? Well, it had your name and address on it as the sender. Of course I was curious. I don't really care either way. Just make sure you put that invoice somewhere safe. Send it on to Robert when he's settled into his new position. You don't have to tell me. I'll be doing that for sure. Michelle, let me just check with you though. The invoice is made out to Robert, right? He's the one who has to make the payments, right? My husband and I aren't going to be caught up in this, are we? Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Of course, naturally, you'll become involved if he asks you for money. Ah, come on. No. Well, he's going to take a pretty substantial pay cut because of all of this. If he doesn't have any savings, then there's no other option than to ask his mom and dad for help, right? I've got no obligation to pay for anything, so it goes without saying you'll be billed for the whole thing. It's on the invoice. $30,000. You've got to be kidding! Oh, and just to be sure, there was another invoice in the envelope too, right? Put that with the other one somewhere safe. Another one? Another $20,000 for the pain and suffering you've all put me through. Don't worry, I'm asking Robert for that too. Another $20,000? Yeah, so that comes to a grand total of $50,000. Thanks. He doesn't have a hope in hell of repaying it, so you're going to have to help him, Paula. Us? We don't have anything like that kind of money. I'm sure you'll work out something after all he's done for you. Anyway, bye-bye, Paula.
Michelle, I'll give him back. Please at least reconsider the amount you are asking Robert to pay.
Oh, Paula sent on my letter? That's good. Jennifer, I have no intention of letting him, or you for that matter, off the hook. Not by a single penny. I spoke to your mother-in-law about that very thing. You'll all pull together as a family and find a way.
As I'm telling you, and no doubt Paula has too, we don't have any money. I have barely any savings, and there's a baby on the way to consider. How am I supposed to take care of my baby if we have to give every cent to you?
Is that right? But the baby is not really my problem. You're going to have to figure something out. If you don't have any money yourself, how about you go groveling to your parents? Oh, how could I have been so absent-minded? I completely forgot. Your parents have disowned you, haven't they?
Why, Michelle? How could you do this?
To be honest, they are the only decent people I've met during this whole rotten thing.
Because of you, I've lost my job and Robert's been sent far away from me and the baby. My parents have disowned me. You've thrown my life into total chaos.
I'm glad things are going from bad to worse.
I can't take it anymore. You can have Robert back. Michelle, you've got to forgive me.
What are you gonna do with the kid? Planning on being a solo mom?
I'll get by, somehow. Unlike you, I'm young and pretty. I'll find someone to take care of us.
Oh, were you planning on running back to the guy you were cheating on while you took Robert from me? Well, let me see. Ricardo? Was that his name? Wasn't he working for a big law firm?
How do you know that?
I told you I was going to take you down, Jennifer. I looked into everything. I told you I was going to make you regret this. I spoke with him and told him exactly what you were up to.
You did what?
Turns out he was pretty bitter after you dumped him, but after I told him what you'd done, he seemed relieved. Happy to have dodged the bullet even. And you're too late anyway. He started seeing the daughter of one of the guys at my office. He went all starry-eyed talking about her.
Oh, Michelle! You've even destroyed my hopes of a second chance with him! Now I've really got nowhere to go. I was stringing him along as a plan B in case things didn't work out with Robert. Oh, Michelle, how could you?
You're pregnant with Robert's child and still only thinking of yourself. How can you even be considering an escape plan? You're a real piece of work, you know that?
The baby isn't the problem. I'll find a way to manage with the baby. But what you've done to us is beyond belief. I'm all alone in the world now. Do you understand what that's like? Nobody is going to help me or even give me a second thought.
I told you I was going to get my revenge. I told you to prepare for hell on earth. What can I say? I'm a girl of my word. As I predicted, it seems that Robert asked his parents to lend him the money. His mother flat out refused until he brought up all the money he'd given them in the form of gifts and repairs to the house. Apparently, they've sold the house in order to help Robert repay his debt. Robert himself followed company orders and moved to the outpost in the middle of nowhere. He's still there living on his own. Jennifer moved into a dirt-cheap apartment with Robert's parents. They are still furious with her and have demanded she get right back to work as soon as the baby arrives. On top of that, they treat her like a slave and insist she does all the housework. She's mentally and physically an absolute wreck, I hear.
Hey, my parents and sister are coming to our house for the weekend.
What? No. You can't just spring news like that on me. It's too sudden.
Well, they just told me not long ago that they'd like to come.
And you just agreed? Without consulting me?
Relax, it's just for a measly 2 days. They'll be in and out before you know it.
That is no excuse, and you know it.
What's the big deal about my family coming over on such short notice? They're family.
Imagine if I let my parents come over any time that they want. Would you like it?
I don't know, perhaps, but they live far away from us. Are they planning on coming soon?
Yes, they are. They are coming next week.
No way! And you're just letting me know? Why are they even coming? Your dad sizes me up every chance he gets, and your mom is too bright that it feels like an act.
I can't believe that you're saying this about my parents.
I'm not saying anything bad. They're wonderful, but it's been a long time. Next week is too soon. Cancel it. Maybe next month?
Like you're canceling your family's visit?
Wait, what? No, that's different.
In what way? You know, my parents aren't really coming next week or anytime soon. But look at your reaction if they were. You freaked out, and yet you can't understand my feelings?
Your parents aren't coming? Good.
Jason, we are a couple. We have our own life to lead. I'm not okay that your family can just walk in and out of our home as they wish.
You're speaking as if they cause trouble. They like coming over to our house. So what? It means it's comfortable for them and they enjoy it. Shouldn't that please you?
Actually, it doesn't. I've had such a difficult week. I've been looking forward to the weekend because I want to rest. It's not a time to play host to your family. I'm exhausted.
Why are you being so selfish? Be nice. This is my family we're talking about.
What? I am so nice to them in a way that I've never even been to my own family. They come over too often, and that's why I'm reacting like this.
That's not true.
Really? Allow me to juggle your memory. Do you remember last month when their house was getting fumigated? Where did they go? To our house. What about when your mom needed a change of environment? To our house. And most recently, they came 2 weeks ago because they wanted to attend to their friend's daughter's wedding. The location of their house is closer to the venue of the wedding, but you still allowed them to come to ours when they asked. Please tell, what is their reason this time?
It doesn't matter. They live close by and they love coming to see us. It's what family does.
Family is also respectful of one another's privacy and knows boundaries, something you and your family don't know. I'm the casualty whenever you people have your spontaneous get-togethers. Did you know? While you're enjoying a grand time with them, I'm the one slaving away in the background. I cook, I clean, and I have to entertain everyone at my own expense, and you don't care.
Cassie, stop being dramatic. You're blowing things out of proportion.
But it's true. I've tried to have this conversation with you on numerous occasions, but you don't listen. You don't like listening to me once your family is involved, and that hurts me. Maybe we should move to somewhere far away from them. That might discourage them from coming to visit so frequently.
I like our present home just fine. I don't want to move away.
Will you call your family and let them know they can't come this weekend?
Of course not. Mom will feel let down.
What about me?
Just manage this weekend, okay? All I know is they're coming and that's final. Cassie, how could you behave like that? You're older than my sister by an entire decade, yet you were so mean to her as if you're younger than her. Where's your maturity?
I see she already told you about our little fight late this morning. Reported me to her big brother, didn't she? She's not as fast as I thought. It's been nearly 3 hours.
No, Cassie, I won't be having any of your attitude this afternoon.
And I won't be having yours either. You didn't even ask for my own side of the story. Do you know what she did? She went through my wardrobe without permission as if it were her own personal boutique, picking out my clothes, my shoes, and my handbags she liked. Then she packed her selected items into one of my boxes and meant to carry it off when she leaves with her parents this afternoon. If I hadn't returned early from the supermarket because I needed to make lunch for everybody, I wouldn't have caught her in the act. What she did is not okay, and that's all I told her. She was practically trying to steal my things.
Well, just forgive her. She's a kid. You know how much she likes what you wear.
No, Jason. Please don't say that. She's an adult, and if she likes anything I own, she can ask politely, and I might consider giving it to her.
It's just stuff, Cassie. You can afford to replace all those items. You're rich. My sister's job doesn't pay very much, and she can't afford to buy the things you have.
That's besides the point. I have friends who earn about the same amount as your sister, and they are content with what they can afford. If they see me wearing something that they'd really like to have, they ask and I give it to them if I want to. Some of those items your sister took, I want to give it away to my friends.
My sister is family, isn't she? Just let her have those things instead of your friends.
It's you. You're the reason why your sister feels entitled to my things. You should stop supporting her when she wants things in this house that are not hers to take. Ever since we got married 3 years ago, you've let her take anything she wants from this house. It's time for that to stop. It's not okay.
All right, whatever. I'll be home soon to see my family off.
Jason, guess what?
You seem excited. What's going on?
Just guess first. One try, that's all I'm asking.
I don't know, you got a promotion?
I was promoted a few months ago. It's too soon for another one.
Oops, what is it?
Fine, I'll tell you. I am at the site of the building construction for my dream home. It's almost complete.
That's wonderful news. How many rooms does it have again?
7. And they're all stunning. They look better than I imagined.
The engineers did a thorough job. I like that.
Oh, yes, they did. They assured me today that I'll be able to move in just a few weeks. Oh my goodness, the house is so pretty. There's a swimming pool, a gorgeous view of the hills, and the ground floor is so airy. You would love it so much here. The backyard is wide and there's room for a table and chairs here. We can eat outside sometimes and soak up nature's beauty.
It's the kind of thing I love. You're right. I'll love our new home.
I know you will. Too bad you never had time to come see for yourself the progress of the building. It would have made you so impatient for the house to be ready. It made me that way. LOL.
You know how work is. I would have loved to come see the site a few times, but the timing was never right. It sucks. But hey, you're capable and you saw the building project came together as it should.
I had to become a capable overseer because this house means everything to me. I saved up for it since I was 16 and started working part-time jobs. I learned to save, invest wisely, and looked up all manner of things about building a house. At some point, my mom thought I wanted to become an architect. I was that passionate. Anyway, I'm grateful the project began a year after we got married, and 2 years later, everything is set.
Congratulations to us, honey. Our dream is here.
You've always been so supportive of me building my dream home. You never stood in my way, and for that, I'm thankful.
You're welcome. Okay, I have to get back to work. We'll talk when I get home.
Sure. Bye for now.
Hey, love, I've got news for you.
Hey, what's up? What's the news?
This weekend's my dad's birthday. My mom wants to organize a family dinner and she invited us over.
Oh, your dad would turn 71 years old, right?
That's correct. You're a good daughter-in-law. So we're leaving for their place on Friday by 5:30 p.m. and we'll stay until Sunday afternoon.
Whoa, slow down. I didn't say I was going.
But it's my dad's birthday. You have to come.
Listen, I know your dad a bit because he's my favorite in-law, and I know he wouldn't mind my absence. I'll get a gift for him and you can pass it along. My part is settled.
No, it's not. My mom wants us there. We have to be there.
I'm not going.
You're being very disrespectful, Cassie.
Whenever I go to your house, your mom likes to turn me into some sort of help. She makes me clean, cook, and do any other chores she can conjure out of thin air. The last time that I was at your house, your mom had a sudden craving to make a dish she hadn't prepared in ages. She didn't lift a finger to do a thing. She gave me instructions and left the entire tedious, time-consuming process to me.
I'm sure she was just trying to teach you how to make it.
Oh, really? But I don't want to learn. You don't even like that dish, and neither do I. She just wanted the dish and made me prepare it for her and your dad.
That was long ago. Forgive and move on. Come on.
What about your sister? She never lifts a finger whenever I'm around, and she loves to drop snide remarks about me. She mentioned my perfume was choking her. My cloth colors were mismatched and that my hair length made me look like a man. You've got nothing to say to this, do you? Anyway, I'll only see your family during Thanksgiving and Christmas. You can go see them whenever you want.
You're acting like this because you earn more money than I do.
OMG, where is this coming from? I have never ever mentioned money when it comes to anything between us. I've been the perfect wife to you in every way. I take care of the house. You're fed right, your clothes are always spick and span. I've not held back my body, my time, or my money from you. Don't let your family get between us.
Then come with me this weekend. Prove that you're loyal to me.
If everything I've done for you isn't enough proof, I don't know what else can be. I'm so sad right now.
Yeah, me too.
The house is ready. We can move in now.
Awesome. Finally, the wait is over.
That's right. Although we still need to purchase some furniture. We can move in first and get that done later.
Okay, that sounds like it'll work. I'll inform my family so they can get ready for the move too.
Hold up. What are you talking about? Your family?
Yes, my family? I mentioned to them that our house is almost ready and Mom said they'd like to move in too.
And you agreed without consulting me, as usual. Jason, why do you do this to me? Am I so little in your eyes that you take these major decisions without letting me know?
What are you asking these stupid questions for? It's my family we're talking about, not strangers.
Can we talk about our own family for a second? The one we're trying to make?
What do you want to say about it? There's nothing to say.
Do you really think so? I'm hurt right now. You don't value what we have like I do, Jason.
What's all this nonsense you're saying? Is it because my family's moving into our house? Come on, it's not a big deal. House has 7 rooms and it's so large. You said so yourself. Everyone can have their own space and no one will get in anyone's way.
It's not that simple. You never discussed your family moving in with me. Also, your family isn't comfortable to live with.
Don't say that my family's uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Are you defending them right now? Even with everything I told you and with everything you've witnessed me go through at their hands?
All those are in the past. If you claim to be my loving wife, you have to accept my family too.
I do accept your family. They are part of you, but I refuse to be bullied by them in my own home. Why can't you understand me?
I don't care about whatever you're saying. Just know that you have two options. You either choose me with my family to move in, or you lose me altogether.
What? Are these options truly what you want?
Yes, and I won't be changing my mind.
Alright, I agree. Your family can move in.
You're at an age where if I left you, you wouldn't be able to find another man and you'd be alone for the rest of your life. Good for you that you're nice and obedient, so I don't have to leave you.
Oh,
Hey, I'm at the new house with everybody, but some people already live here?
do they? I see.
What's with that response? Where are you, by the way?
I'm at my house.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm. You're at the wrong address.
Stop these games you're playing. Why'd you give me the wrong address? Tell me the right address now.
You're asking that question several months too late.
What do you mean?
This home was under construction for 2 years, and not once did you create time to visit the site or to learn any details other than the ones I shared with you.
You're making me vibrate with anger. Stop this sick joke, or else.
What will you do? You can't do anything against me, Jason. The house and everything related to it is fully in my name. It was my money that went into every part of this project. All you gave was cheap support. Oh, I've also moved all my things from the old apartment. Everything left there is yours.
You know I can file for divorce, right?
Please, go right ahead. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, before you go ahead, don't even think you can get any alimony from me. Between the both of us, I'm the one with more connections and with the upper hand. Be civil, okay? So you don't get into any trouble.
Casey, don't do this. My family has nowhere else to go. Once I told them to get ready to move in, they put their house up for sale.
That's unfortunate. Well, there's our old place, the apartment. They can move in there. After all, they visited so many times, it practically felt as if they were living there.
But the rent is expiring soon, and you normally pay 70% of it. How will I pay for the place on my own?
I don't know. You could move into a smaller apartment. Look, it's your problem, not mine. Solve it yourself.
Casey, wait! Casey! Casey, please forgive me.
Hello there, Jason.
It's been a living hell. We moved into a smaller apartment with just 2 rooms. I sleep in the living room every night. My family wants things from me all the time. My sister keeps ordering expensive things with my card, and I'm in debt now. She's put me in debt, and she doesn't care. The apartment is untidy most of the time, and neither my mom nor my sister bother to put it in order. I get back from work, and there's hardly anything to eat. I'm losing my mind. Everything feels so stressful and disorganized. I just wish I could catch a break for one weekend. Mom keeps asking me to talk sense into you, and Dad blames me for the entire mess. I wish I valued and prioritized our marriage.
Everything you're going through is truly sad and heavy, but it has nothing to do with me anymore. I'm done being part of your life.
No, please, I need you. I believe everything you said about my family. I promise that they will never come over again.
It's too late for a change of heart. I'm sorry.
But you love me. You want to be married and you want to have a family.
That was before. Time apart from you has opened my eyes to your many toxic traits that I was living with and tolerating. I feel awful towards myself for treating me the way I did because of you. This is goodbye. We'll see in court next time to complete the divorce proceedings.
Casey, please forgive me. Don't leave me.
Jason never found out my address. It's not because I hid it well. He just wasn't up to the hard work of asking a few people. We finalized our divorce, and now I'm free. I invite my own family and friends over often. We have a good time, and the house never feels lonely. Also, I've been told I'm looking younger. A handsome man even asked me out. Life is so good.